Great. So in the last video, we showed you how to get your credentials, connect into the competition, make queries for a specific mission and a specific track, and get the results. The next step is really, well, okay, let's say I've done that. I've made my SQL queries, and from those queries, I've got a prediction of whatever the goal was, the highest salary for a particular age group, etc. So now what? Well, they've actually created templates for each mission to give you kind of a flavor of what this might look like, and basically you're going to make your queries. You're finally going to say predicted salary equals whatever you've predicted the value to be, and then you're going to check the format of the answer, that the dictionary is in the correct format, and then you say global the answer equals, and then what you've created. Now, if you've done that in any Jupyter notebook, that Jupyter notebook is able to be submitted for evaluation. So if we go over to the submission demo, this is a Jupyter notebook that basically shows you how to submit. So what you're going to do is, just like before, you're going to input port from the SDK, the load config, but this time it's the submission client, not the SQL client. And essentially what you're going to do is you're going to create a submission client with your credentials, and then you're going to say your result equals submit artifact. What mission are you on? Let's say mission 1. What track are you on? Track B. That's what was in the last video, the differential privacy track. And then what's the notebook? And if you have any requirements. So that's it basically. If you've got your requirements that need to be installed, they would need to be in a requirements.txt. But assuming you don't, I mean, there's already a requirements requests and pandas. But if you needed to add more to that, it's basically to tell their backend how to evaluate your notebook. But yeah, once you run that cell, you've submitted your result. You can use the client as well to get your submission history and how many more remaining attempts you have. I believe you've 10 submissions per track or something, I believe. Double check that, of course, in the rules, but it means you can give it a shot multiple times and try to beat your results. So really, when you're thinking about how do I compete, there's basically templates for everything. The main area that you're going to use to try to get on the leaderboard is to write SQL queries to try to answer the questions at hand. In FAIR, the highest compensation for millennials, and it tells you what age group that is. In FAIR, coworkers, membership in a book club, detect book club members and their attributes, and so on. In the next video, I did a little bit of analysis on what SQL syntax is supported and isn't supported, and I'll give you an overview of that to help you get started. In the meantime, best of luck in the competition.